Welcome to Cloud Base. Over the past few years, glider design and pilot techniques in both cross-country flying and in acro have come on in leaps and bounds. So together with the boys at Ozone, going to various places around the world, we're going to show you just what improvements have been made.
A performance flyer is a well-rounded pilot with a combination of skills in cross-country, SIV and acro. Watch the following pilots for their expertise in all three of these categories.
But do bear in mind, this is an educational DVD. We are showing you how it's done, but please approach it with a responsible attitude. Practice, practice, practice. Always work with people that know what they're doing and that can give you the right advice, and always train over water until you're very comfortable with the moves. But the boys at Ozone know their stuff, and it's going to be fantastic showing you exactly how to do the moves.
You don't have to fly a performance wing to be a performance pilot. On the contrary, it's important to be in full control of the wing in all conditions. You should be excited and confident about using the full brake range, weight shift and speed bar of your wing. I've been flying around a bit, and for this film I'm going to fly a DHV-12 glider just to demonstrate that great flights can be achieved on relatively safe wings. First, I'm going to take you on a cross-country flight incorporating both mountain and flatland thermaling. To help illustrate the additional techniques and ideas, I'll be joined by Sandy Cochpin, Russell Ogden and Jerome Canot, who will all contribute their pearls of wisdom from their favourite sites around the world.
The most important thing for cross-country flying is not losing your glider.
Whether you fly on your local hills or in the Siberian Altai Mountains, cross-country flying is almost a spiritual experience. For me, breaking the link with the takeoff, with the security and safety of takeoff and heading off into the unknown, is the most uplifting thing about cross-country flying. And once you've mastered it with time and practice, you'll join this community of like-minded people and travel the world, experiencing different cultures and flying over magnificent landscapes. At this point in your flying career, you know the value of preparation, and you don't spend precious brain power fiddling around with your batteries in flight. Before even going up the mountain, prepare and research, visualizing your optimum route, getting detailed weather reports, and making sure your gear is all sorted. No performance pilot shuffles around on takeoff. If you're going to launch in strong winds, you must practice a personal, rock-solid technique, be it the standard reverse, sea riser, or concertina launch. Focus on the launch, and you should have a completely calm and predictable presence on takeoff, no matter what the size of the launch, the wind, or the crowd. If the day's blown out, then find a safe field and go and practice. Similarly, no performance pilot sends pedestrians diving for cover on landing.
Excuse me!
Make sure your landing skills mature in pace with your flying, and discipline yourself and practice spot landing on every touchdown. Learn how to land on slopes and be confident with getting the glider into tight spots. Confidence and skill on launch and landing are the essence of performance flying.
Here we are at 6,000 feet on the summit of Babadağ in Turkey. We've arrived nice and early so that we can prepare ourselves for a good flight ahead. You can see the cloud base is quite low, and that's going to rise as the day gets better and break through inversions. So all we're doing now is we're prepared, we're watching the conditions, and the minute it gets good, we're off.
Meanwhile, at the same time, Sandy is preparing to launch from her favourite spot in Chamonix.
I think it's very important just to feel the evolution of the day to do a morning flight, because like that you will be able to judge if it's a stable day or if it's unstable, if you will have bubbles or real thermals, and this will drive you to the way you will have to go in the thermal.
Our intention is to take our time, get to base around here, and then when we're ready, go on a glide onto the next mountain, which is Mendos, top up to base there, glide across into the main valley and connect with Akdağ. From there, hopefully we can extend along the North Range all the way towards Denizli.
I would say the first step is to be good at takeoff and very precise on landing, so that you can land anywhere without windsocks. And the second step, I would say, is to have material which is adapted to your level. Most of the people we see flying cross-country got some glider which are too performance for them, and they just use 20% of the glider and they are in danger most of the time. Hello, welcome in Chamonix Valley! Takeoff for big utility, now takeoff just behind us. And now we are doing bridge soaring on the utility. You can see Honjoras just behind. It's great. I'm always saying go flying at 8, go flying at 9. When the pilot arrive here to do cross country at 11 o'clock, they are still at takeoff. I say, what are you doing here? You should be in the air already. 1 hour earlier, 2 hours earlier. Even if you burn out, you will work the small thermals. Then maybe you go up again for a second flight, but you will have already the touch of the air, because each day is different.